So we will continue from where from last time. The list will the previous one. So we have attribute type for display, selecting the type one. Then we have number one. As you can see, it will be A or capital A or alphanumerical. It is or Italian numbers or any other format. For unordered list, we may have square, we have may square, circle, or disk. As you can see over this one, it will, if it will square, it will be displayed a little square of that black in the HTML1. This is type of bulleting, we call in the word or presentation style, we call this one. And then we have document definition list. For example, we say HTML, and this is HTML hypertext markup language. We can define this as well as, and we also can write the code over the text. As you can see, we say the code and the HTML entity, HTML element entity, like this one. Because why we are doing this one is in the HTML entity, you have contains a syntax. For example, the comment, if you are going to make greater than or less than, it will be the same as in the when you are making comment, or syntax is the same. So in that case, the error will be generated. So that's why we are going to have it. Is other, it will block code. Block code is also in that we have going to cite someone who said, and or any other website. As you can see, for example, google.com site is said this one, and as you can see over, and the code will be displayed. Even you can write the JavaScript code on your HTML style HTML file. Even though that is not preferable, you can write this as well. So that it will be heading number one. Let me clear this one, and then we have heading number two, heading number three, heading number four. As you can see, it displayed over. Then so now we are going to look at void HTML element. Void HTML element is HTML element that has not closing tag. For example, image, we may write image, and then the image source will be, we have the image iphone.png, and the alt text will be, if that image is not exist, this alt text will be, alternative text will be displayed. This iPhone Pro Max, if we clear that one, look at that one, this iPhone Pro Max will be displayed. So this is called absolute path. We are giving the path correctly. For example, the other will have inline HTML element, the anchor hyperlink text format. So if I say HTML localhost, HTTP localhost, this is anchor, it will display. If I click on, if I put the mouse over, then it will be displayed like that. So how we can change this inline display to make block element? The block element will start from the new line, and then once it reaches the end of the line, it will go to continue from that one. But for the block line element, as you can see, it is not displayed. We have to make it as a style to see this difference. The style div class inline, and then the list login page and the home page will displayed, and then inline style we call and display block. So now if we say this one inline, then change it to the inline element, hyper anchor or hyperlink reference we give. So it's display like this one. That's the difference between block line element and inline element. So now we are going to relative path and absolute path. So the file I've taken image is on the tutorial, and when I remove this one on the parent folder, as you can see, if I say it's not displayed, so I need to give absolute pass. So in order to case the parent will be tutorial, so I will need to create the new image folder and then copy this and put over this one, paste over this one, and right now it will be accessible, as you can see. So this will be relative pass. The previous, this is absolute pass. That's a difference between HTML tag. So this will be hyperlink. If I click over the path HTML, it will going to take me to the HTML home page. This is a home page and this is the index. It link it together, and the home page is going to be. So from the home page we are going to be indexed as well as by using hyperlink text. So this is called navigating between the page or hyperlinking. So now we are going to HTML structuring the page. We are going to structure our application, our web page into header, main page, aside, and the navigation bar, as you can see, and the footer as well as. So we may put this one in the side, and then as you can see, we will back about the style sheet right now. In order to show that the difference between them, let's give some style sheet for this one as well. Style, we say that one header, because header is the HTML element. We don't we write only the name of the header, and for this padding, we are going to have how much it will take in the padding, 10 pixel, and the float left means we are going to float that our structure based on float display property. As you can see, float left, navigation bar as well as. So we are going to give the background as well. The background will whatever, maybe I'll prefer gray background, and width as well as. Width will be 100% for header, because it is only the header that occupying that one. So for the navigation bar, we are going to give width whatever you want, maybe, but that's not let's see, 18 pixel or 18 percent of our screen size. Height will also mention it, and background color to differentiate it from that. We are going to give the red. The red is not a good background color, but we, and for the main as well as, we are going to give the main width 60 page width, as well as float left as the same thing, height 200 pixel. Then for the footer as well, we are going to give width 100%, because footer and the header the same, and then we got the float, and then we need to override this one again. As you can see, it is we are going to give the height for the footer, so now it is displayed. But the problem for this one is we put the footer in the home. As you can see, this is footer is displayed in after next to the navigation bar. So if we remove this footer from and then putting the another property for aside, and the width for aside, and then removing this footer and back into the main page, you can see the footer is now in the correct order, and now the footer background color we give gray, just like as the previous header part. with the same header part. And now let us calculate the our screen size. So we give 30% for a side, navigation bar for 80. We need to decrease the navigation bar from 80 to, and navigation bar 80 from 60, and the other will be the main will be going to give 100%, and the navigation bar again it is too much, so 40 is enough. I think we give the 40. Now it is remove that part, and the header part. In the header part we are going to put the form HTML element, the form search bar, and another navigating to the home page again, home page anchor index. So this is the same style with displayed, and as you can see, it is our screen will be divided into sub part. We can display in the browser. So as you can see, we may decrease this one, or as you prefer, go back to the previous, but it is already linked together, right? Like this one. We are going to have in the next video, we are going to see some HTML feature and making format about our web page correctly, and putting some context. For example, we copy this code and put over the side, and it will be displayed like that, like this one, you see. Then width we will give this one. So we will continue from in the next video as well as